Bukayo, Saka and Tomiyasu injury blow. Arteta went ahead to address us about why Bukayo, Saka and Tomiyasu were obviously taken off the field of play as they are playing Sevilla. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. Good morning. Juma Karim to all the Muslims and the Christians. Barak Laufikum, and hope you guys are really doing great and better and better and better from all the corners of the world where you guys are, and let's obviously take it on to the next level. Mikel Arteta went ahead and obviously addressed the issue of the fitness of Martin Odegaard and Nketiah. And let's close to 300 likes much in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, and hit the notification bell that will keep you in the know. Now, worry is really increasing at Arsenal. Arsenal are really one of those teams that are really having lots of injuries, and more have gone ahead to add onto that. From Julian Timber, Thomas Partey, Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard, Nketiah, and now two players are onto the list. That is Tomiyasu and Bukayo Saka. So Arteta, after the game of Sevilla, he was asked about Bukayo Saka, and this is what he had to say. Well, there is a lot in football, and obviously for the wingers who want to take people on, this is going to happen. At the end, he wasn't comfortably to carry on. Hopefully it's not too much, but I'm really pleased with his performance. I think he's getting used to it. I don't think that's going to change, especially the way he plays and the way he attracts players. So he better get used to it, because I don't think this is going to change. Now, on the walking off and the size of the injury, he said it was just a kick, and I was told by the physios on the radio that he wasn't happy to continue, so he will have some discomfort, but hopefully I want to assume he will be okay. Now, Bukayo Saka, he's really forward a lot, we all know, but it's the game of football, and that's what opponents capitalize on. And when they got to know that he's having he's having an ego in his Achilles and ankle, these players go ahead to obviously tackle that area to see it that they obviously make him discomfortable in the game, such that he obviously fears to really commit in the final third of the pitch and obviously take on very many players. And I did the match reaction and told you that I felt like at a point X, Saka really deserved a penalty in the first half, but the way he was brought down, no one obviously came in through and really made a shout out of that. Something that I found very, very naive from the VAR and the referees that were obviously officiating that game of football of Arsenal versus Sevilla. But when you look at how this man has been fouled on several occasions, I'm talking about Bukayo Saka, it's really nasty and very worrying for the club of Arsenal. Remember, he had gone ahead to miss out on 2 weeks of football when he got the same injury when Arsenal was playing away at RC Lens, and he was taken off. You know, he had a muscular injury by then, but this time around he said, I'm not really willing to play on. And I think this comes with experience, that a player just recognizes that I've gone ahead to win the game, scored a goal, put in an assist. What am I still doing on the field of play? Because Saka was the man of the match, we all know, but the blame goes to Mikel Arteta. Saka went ahead to obviously kill off the game, you know, and Arsenal went ahead to get a second goal. Let me see, what was the minute when Arsenal went ahead to obviously score the second goal? They scored the goal in the 64th minute, and why wouldn't Arteta take the player off immediately? Because at 2-0, Sevilla never showed any signals that they're obviously going to come in through and obviously kill the game off immediately. That is it. So I really understand that the man, Arteta, really likes to put Bukayo Saka on the field of play for so long, but when you are leading like that, why do you keep him on the field of play? That's why very many people have gone ahead to obviously questioned Mikel Arteta's concern on Bukayo Saka, even in the game of Bournemouth. The game was 4-0, sorry, it was 3-0. Saka had gone ahead to get on the score sheet, and Mikel Arteta couldn't get him off the field of play, and he went off while limping. So I think Arteta needs to really change the plan of how he obviously maintains, this guy fully fit, because he is the only left-footed player that thrives onto the right attacking side of the midfield. And if at all Arsenal really had a player like Pedro Neto or Gerard Bowen, Moussa Diaby, and very many others, name it, or Leroy Sane, you would have gone ahead to say, all right, even if they don't rest Bukayo Saka, if at all he gets really injured, the other player will come in through and obviously do the job. But most of that team of Arsenal is balanced, but there is only one position that is really imbalanced. That is the right forward, where Bukayo Saka plays. No player brings the balance that Saka brings on the field of play from that side. So, as it stands, we wait today when Arteta is addressing the media. I think in the next 4 or 5 hours from the time of recording, when he's telling us exactly what has gone ahead to go wrong with Bukayo Saka and whether he's obviously going to train on Friday, because I think yesterday they had a rest and they're going to train today as they prepare to go on and play against Burnley. And if I'm Mikel Arteta, I have no reason to hurry this boy back. That is it. Because for Burnley, the rest Nelsons can obviously come in through and get the job done and dusted. See to it that they go ahead and obviously win the game. So that's what Arteta went ahead to say about Bukayo Saka and him being forward a lot and how he reacts and how he feels. So the final word is going to be given us into the press conference. That's obviously going to be played. That's obviously going to be run today at around, I think, 3 p.m. all 15 hours, all 16 hours. That is it. So we wait and see what is obviously going to be told us by the manager of Arsenal, that is Mikel Arteta. But I think he might be past fit to come in through and play part into that game as they prepare to go to the international break. And remember, in the English national squad, Saka has been named with Aaron Ramsdale. Now, we go to Takahiro Tomiyasu. Takahiro Tomiyasu, for him, he came up early at the beginning of the second half, and Zinchenko came in through and really played part. Now, no one knew why he really went off until this question was posed to Mikel Arteta, and he said, on Takahiro Tomiyasu's injury, he had some discomfort in the first half and we didn't want to take any risks. He played a lot of minutes, and obviously having Zinchenko on the bench ready to come in, I think it was the right decision. Now, it's said that a person who repeats the same things and expecting different results is a fool. And for this, Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to tick the box of being brilliant with the physios of Arsenal. Remember, in the game of Nottingham that opened up the season of Arsenal at the Emirates, Julian Timber had an injury, towards the end of the first half. What the physios did were to force him back on the field of play. And in only 1 minute, he got an injury that's going to keep him out for like 4-5 months, because from August, so September, October, November, December, January, February, those are 6 months. He's expected to be out for 6 months. And they really got to know that we did the same mistake when we were doing a bad decision on Julian Timber and kept him out for 6 months, and we're not ready to see to it that another player is kept out for 6 months. And that's why Zinchenko came in through and obviously did the needful, but he felt some discomfort and he is out. But I want to send kudos to the physios of Arsenal. When Tomiyasu really got an injury around, I think, was it February, in his debut season at Arsenal, that was in the year of 2021-2022, Tomiyasu was hurried back around March, all towards the end of the season, and he really got a setback. Even when he was hurried back, he really got a setback. Towards the World Cup, even at the World Cup, he got a setback. And around March this year, he got an injury with William Saliba that ended their season. So the physios took their time. They studied the player, And this player has gone ahead to play some good consecutive games this season and has gone ahead to close it down for Arsenal very, very well. So when you look at Mikel Arteta, he's learning from his mistakes, and Tomiyasu has been healing. So we wait and see whether that discomfort is obviously going to keep him out for the game of Burnley. And for every injured player, if I'm Mikel Arteta, Arsenal has no reason to force them on the field of play when they are playing Burnley. Burnley is coming at the Emirates. If Arsenal were playing at their stadium, is it called Turf Moor? I think. That's when you can at least worry that, oh, I need my A-class players. But right now, Arsenal don't need their A-class players, you know. If you're having David Raya in goal, Benjamin White left back, Zinchenko left back, Gabriel Magalhaes, I can even bring in Kivio to partner with Saliba, as Gabriel Magalhaes is going to obviously travel a very long journey to Brazil. Then there is, you put Jorginho, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Reece Nelson, or Trossard, and Martinelli. That team can beat Burnley at Emirates hands down. So I see no reason to worry about these players. It's better, as we are going to the international break, to rest for some 2 weeks. They obviously rest for some 2 weeks and see how they're obviously going to be performing. But for Tomiyasu, we also wait for the final say coming in from the manager of Arsenal today in the press conference ahead of the game. Now, he was asked about Martin Odegaard and Eddie Nketiah's fitness. He said they are racing against the clock to be fit, and they're trying their level best, and they try to be here today with us. It wasn't possible, and now we have another 24 hours before we play Burnley. We will try and we will see, because we need players at the moment. So the fact is, players 100% needed at the moment, but I see no reason of having these players back. Arsenal can really win Burnley at any cost, but I think if I told you a manager like Mikel Arteta, he wouldn't like to play any team this season without your best squad. Because last season, one of the biggest shocks of the season was against Bournemouth, and Arsenal left it late. Reece Nelson came in through, created an assist, and obviously scored the winner. And that is Reece Nelson. Then the other one was of Southampton. If I don't remember it very well, the game ended 3-3, but in just 15 seconds, Arsenal had gone ahead to concede a goal courtesy of the howler made by Aaron Ramsdale. So Arteta doesn't want to take any chance, and that's what he's obviously going to do. He's not going to take any chance, and if at all there is need for Bukayo Saka to be fit to play, he's going to play him. If Jesus is able to play, he's going to play him and Odegaard. That is it. Nketiah, Tomiyasu, name it. He would love to have a fully fit squad. Even if he doesn't start them, he would love it more to have them on the bench, such that if at all anything doesn't go as planned, he gets his soldiers off the bench to come and really get the job done. So what are your thoughts about these 4 injured players of Arsenal? And do you think he should obviously get them into play into that game of Burnley? All that and more into the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts about Bukayo Saka, Tomiyasu, Odegaard, and Eddie Nketiah. Rokani David is my name. Good morning, and let's continue watching this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because we are left with just limited subscribers to hit 18,000 subscribers. So I'll sign out for now. See you later. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name, and the Muslims, Juma Karim. Ciao, ciao.